Amedeo Avogadro. He was born in Turin to a noble family of the Kingdom of Sardinia, now part of Italy, in the year 1776. He graduated in ecclesiastical law at the late age of 20 and began to practice. Soon after, he dedicated himself to physics and mathematics, then called positive philosophy, and in 1809 started teaching them at a liceo high school in Vercelli, where his family lived and had some property. In 1811, he published an article with the title Essay on a Manner of Determining the Relative Masses of the Elementary Molecules of Bodies and the Proportions by which they enter these combinations, which contains Avogadro's hypothesis. Avogadro submitted this essay to Jean-Claude, Journal of Physics, Chemistry and Natural History. In 1820, he became a professor of physics at the University of Turin. Turin was now the capital of the restored Savoyard Kingdom of Sardinia under Victor Emmanuel I. Avogadro was active in the revolutionary movement of March 1821. As a result, he lost his chair in 1823, or, as the university officially declared, it was very glad to allow this interesting scientist to take a rest from heavy teaching duties, in order to be able to give better attention to his researches. Eventually, King Charles Albert granted a constitution, Statuto Albertino, in 1848. Well before this, Avogadro had been recalled to the university in Turin in 1833, where he taught for another 20 years. Little is known about Avogadro's private life, which appears to have been sober and religious. He married Felicita Mazzei and had 6 children. Avogadro held posts dealing with statistics, meteorology, and weights and measures. He introduced the metric system into Piedmont and was a member of the Royal Superior Council on Public Instruction. The scientific community did not give great attention to Avogadro's theory, and it was not immediately accepted. André-Marie Ampère proposed a very similar theory 3 years later, on the determination of proportions in which bodies combine according to the number and the respective disposition of the molecules by which their integral particles are made, but the same indifference was shown to his theory as well. Only through studies by Charles-Frédéric Gerhardt and Auguste Laurent on organic chemistry was it possible to demonstrate that Avogadro's law explained why the same quantities of molecules in a gas have the same volume. Unfortunately, related experiments with some inorganic substances showed seeming contradictions. This was finally resolved by Stanislao Cannizzaro, as announced at Karlsruhe Congress in 1860, 4 years after Avogadro's death. He explained that these exceptions were due to molecular dissociations at certain temperatures, and that Avogadro's law determined not only molecular masses, but atomic masses as well. In 1911, a meeting in Turin commemorated the 100th anniversary of the publication of Avogadro's classic 1811 paper. King Victor Emmanuel III attended, and Avogadro's great contribution to chemistry was recognized. Rudolf Clausius, with his kinetic theory on gases proposed in 1857, provided further evidence for Avogadro's law. Jacobus Henricus van 't Hoff showed that Avogadro's theory also held in dilute solutions. Avogadro is hailed as a founder of the atomic molecular theory. Amedeo Avogadro died on 9 July 1856.